and that's how we got to where we are today. So I started pedal pre in 2004 at my old school, Mount Gambier High School. Built my first bike in 2007 at school with my own design and thought, so that was pretty good. And then after school, started my own race team, Slipstream Racing. That went on for a couple of years. And then in 2011, started to get a bit more serious about it, and we sold our first bike in 2013 and went full time in 2014. And just since then, G-trikes has just grown larger and larger to get to where we are now. So when I started out at school, we would just tinker and build our own vehicles. I just saw it in the bulletin at school and decided that it looked interesting, so I went and got involved and raced all year, and then each year I just kept on staying involved, and I was just really interested in learning about it and trying to make the most efficient vehicles possible and just trying new stuff. And that just kept on growing, and once I left school I actually bought a couple of bikes to just try and learn and see what other people were doing, and then from that took my own ideas and tried to just build upon that to just try and keep on improving and making the next bike better than the previous one. So once I finished school and I started my own team, we bought a bike, and just learning from that, and I decided that I could build my own bike and that I could do a better job. So we just bought some chrome moly, and we had a go, and the first couple of bikes weren't that good, but we could see that we had some good ideas, so we kept on just trying to improve them. And about the same time, I got involved with the road rage team, and they were doing some programs with some local schools in Ballarat, and they were looking for some bikes, and we were at a point where we were wanting to build more and sell our older ones off, so we just found a market to be able to help schools out. And then once we sort of got our foot in the door and just sold a couple of second-hand bikes, and at the same time we're also building a new set of moulds, so our composite skills were increasing, and that just once we had that new plug built, the Atomov, that was our first model, we were just able to start to offer them and sell them to people, and people could see what we were trying to do, and they wanted to be a part of that, and it was really good working with those first few customers as we took that step to get to where we are now. And each time we come up with a new model, and every bike is better than the last one, and we've just managed to learn a lot, and we're really happy with where we are. I really believe that success breeds success, and we were very lucky to start to sell those few bikes. And once we started to get a few bikes out there, more people saw what we were doing, and then once we were starting to sell more bikes, it meant that we had more money, so we could improve the models that we were selling. We could get better tooling, we could buy better welders, we could build better molds, we could just improve everything. So it was really good that we were able to take what was my passion and my hobby to be able to turn into a business. And instead of building core flitter bikes, we were in a position where we could build fully composite vehicles, to the point where we've been able to build carbon monocoques purely because of selling bikes, and it's been really good to be able to follow my passion because of that. Back when we started G-trikes, we were just working from home in our garage. So that was that had some challenges, but recently we've just moved to our new factory in Ballarat, and that's been fantastic. We've got well over triple the amount of floor space, much larger shed, so that's allowed us to increase production. We're able to get vehicles out the door to the customers quicker, and also allows us to do development and production at the same time. We've got the space here to grow and expand, and I think over the next few years that's really going to be a real positive for us as we grow. Efficiency is everything. That's been our motto and our slogan for the last few years, and it was always really important to make the vehicles as efficient as possible, and we've wanted to make sure that we've never lost sight of that. And whenever we're designing a bike or doing something, it's always thinking about how can we make this more efficient, what's the most efficient way to build it, what's the most efficient way to work on it. It doesn't just have to go fast, it's got to be able to be easy to work on, because efficiency is everything. The last 18 months here have been really good. We've had the chance to work with a few people and learn a lot. We've built a lot of prototypes. We built a carbon bike last year. We built a suspension bike last year. We built a Formula One Halo inspired bike that we called Valero last year. So we've had a lot going on, which has all led towards the Matrix Pro Series. We've wanted to take everything that we've learned and put that all into one bike, and that's where we got to with the Matrix Pro Series. Having the extra room in Ballarat with the larger factory has allowed us to give us the time that it needed to develop that. And we've decreased the size of the bike, increased the efficiency of the bike, increased the strength of the bike, cut the build time down, and also increase the reliability and the serviceability of the bike. So we're really excited about the Matrix Pro Series. It's all round, it's a much better trike, and really just improving upon Matrix, which was a really good stepping stone for us to get to here. We think it's going to have a really good future in HPV racing. Had a massive year of development so far. The first production Matrix Pro Series are going out the door to the customers. They're really happy with it. But even though we're just starting with this, we're already thinking ahead of what are we going to do in the next few years. At the moment, we're currently putting plans in place to build a carbon fibre Matrix Pro Series with an aim to develop that ready for production next year. We think that's going to be really exciting. We dabbled in carbon last year, taken what we've learnt and going to apply it to our production bike for next year. We also at the moment we're working on a road going trike, the Glide. That was originally developed by Greenspeed, and we've now taken that and developing that into a carbon version as well, so that's really exciting. And then it's hard to see 10 years down the track, but we've got some ideas in mind that we want to try out. We're in the process of getting a CNC router, which will allow us to rapid prototype and develop new fairings and get them out onto the track really soon. I think one of the most successful things and the best thing about G-trikes has been the relationships and the partnerships that we've been able to form with our customers. We've never wanted to look at customers just as someone that's purchased our product, come here, got the product and gone home. We've wanted to keep working with them and keep that relationship going over many years. Many of our customers actually came here, bought second-hand bikes, went home, and then they've come back, and some of them have 5 or 6 of our bikes, and I think that's a real testament to the relationships that we've been able to form with them. And not only just helping out with selling the bike and selling them parts and all that, but we really wanted to work with them, help them out at races where we can, and get their feedback, and it's been a lot of our customers' feedback that has helped us improve our bikes. The best way to improve your bike is to get the feedback from the people that are riding it, and we've been really lucky to have those relationships, and that's how we got to where we are today.